Okay, ladies, like, hear me out on this. Hear me out. Here's a couple reasons why your husband is shutting down during the conversations or not talking at all. One is they made that attempt before and their voice wasn't heard or respected. So the voice is not heard or respected, then at that point it's like, I'm gonna stop talking. Number two is you have stripped away the safe environment, which means there's a level of hostility that may come. And I would prefer not to say anything, because not saying anything and holding that down and suppressing my feelings is far more peaceful than actually trying to reconcile and work the thing out. Okay? So what needs to happen is that environment needs to be created in order for a man to be able to express themselves and know that they're being heard and their voice is being respected. Now, some of y'all are going to say, well, this works both ways. Fully agree. Fully agree. But I'm responding to, hey, my husband, he constantly shut down. He doesn't want to have the argument, or he doesn't want to have the conversation or anything like that. Okay, so hear me. The third thing is you have to understand that you all do a really great job of being able to be emotionally in tune to how you're feeling and what you're feeling. Men weren't taught that. We were taught to suppress our feelings, to suppress our emotions, to suppress the things that are considered weak. So being emotional or all of those things are considered to be weak. So you have to understand that your husband may not have been taught how to actually communicate in a healthy way without being up here or in frustration or rage or any of those things, or without just being silent. So something else I want you to consider is reconciliation is something that is not always talked about. So when you look at it, it's like, what, at one point, think about this. At what point did y'all have a conversation and you actually sit down and you say, yo, when we have disagreements in our marriage, this is how I want to handle them. Or this is how we're going to get back connected. This is how we're going to reconcile one another. And then you implement new policy and procedures. What point have you all taught each other how to apologize to one another? So even giving grace to understand that this man may not have never, ever been taught how to reconcile or how to have a healthy conversation that is expressive, right? So consider these things. Of course, this can work both ways, but for this video, which I have several videos supporting the ladies, all right? For this video, this is specific to the wives that want to understand what is happening or why their husband may be shutting down. All right, let's get it.